Hi guys, Funky here, Skill Street Garage, and this is today's challenge, which was the opas RV challenge. This was a last minute call for me. I didn't think I was actually going to get done in time. As you all know, I've not been well and things like that, so yeah. This was a last minute. This is the Matchbox GMC wrecker truck. Originally it was Frank's towing 24-hour time recovery truck. Somebody had obviously broken in at some stage and stolen the rear lift off it. I think he must have shut his garage down for some reason, so let's use this one as our project. First off, grab some plastic card. This is 0.5 plastic card, or styrene as some of you call it. Just drew out a couple of caravan sides and stuck them on, cut around them. Just as you'll see there, just adding a little bit of detail to the sides. This is only very rough because it'll all get sanded down later. Just make sure as it fits. And it seems to be fitting quite nicely. So now I'll attempt to put a roof on it, and being curved was quite fun. But we managed it just a little bit at a time, super glue a little bit bend, super glue a little bit more bend, etc. And eventually we got it where it was, and it was all on nicely. So, then we're making sure it's fitting all around. There's a little bit of alteration I need to do to make it look level. The back looks level, that's fine. I was thinking of putting windows in this one at first, and then I completely changed my mind, and you'll see why later. I've sanded it down now so it's all nice and smooth, and there's no jagged edges, etc. And now we're just put a nice dark base. But what I actually want, I want this to look like it's a bit like a Gaslands type thing, where it's old and it's battered, and it's an old caravan that somebody's adapted and fixed onto the back of the truck as a camper, like a little homemade jobby, as they would. But I want it in the old-fashioned colours. But I want it to look like it's been hand painted. We're not going for a nice solid colour, etc. on this one at the minute. We will touch it up in a little while, but not at the moment. So we're just going to get some general colour on there to start with. Put that to one side and let it dry whilst we get the truck apart. As you'll have noticed, there's no interior to this truck. I don't know if there was or wasn't at some stage. I haven't really looked into it because I know the back section's missing, so I don't know if the insides are missing as well. I decided I didn't want the orange screen, so that's gone. But I've kept the recovery lights from the roof, so I'll just stick those back in. A little bit of the old quick set spray activator, and there you go. That's in nice and solid. So as it's got no interior, let's grab an old one from an old car and see if we can make it fit. Hopefully we can. Well, I know we do. So quick paint over with the old paint pen there. That stuff's great because it dries like a matte black. So just using an old raft there from a 3D print. Just taking some of the layers out so as I can use them as bars for across the window. Like I say, it is going a Gaslands style, post-apocalyptic style. And just making the notches there for the axles, because we are lifting this. I'm not going to bother putting tubes on this. It's only going to be a shelf queen. Trying to stick these bars on. The only problem if you're using the activator spray is that every time you spray it, it all sets up. So what I decided to do, I sprayed some into a shot glass, and then I just used my finger, put a little bit on my finger and wiped it on the back of the actual bar before I stuck it on there, and that worked absolutely perfect. Otherwise you'd end up with layers and layers and layers of super glue going down that screen or down the screen pillars. Sand the ends off to make them nice and flush. And now for the new wheels. I'm keeping the front wheel a larger back wheel, so it has a more of a raised back end stance on this. And now to stick the caravan on before we start weathering. As you'll see, I've actually kept it so that the caravan sides have still got the wheel arches, etc. So it literally looks like somebody's chopped a caravan body off a trailer and literally bolted it onto the back of the truck. In true post-apocalyptic style. Now we're going for a nice little battering ram for the front. Make sure nobody tries stopping us when we're out camping. Fuel tank for the back end. This is a 3D printed one, and I 3D printed a couple of little jerry cans for on the sides as well. And now comes the weathering, starting off with the burnt umber, dark brown, as we all start off with, or most of us do. And we'll just work it in layers and layers, see where we end up, and add water and add colour, and yeah, I like doing the weathering. If I'd have had a lot more time on this one, then I would have gone to town on it, but I do apologise, it's a bit rushed. I'm sure you'll agree that the high speed on this one, it certainly helped. I'm sure you wouldn't want to see this laborious part of making the caravan and painting it and things like that. We've stuck with the original colours. I want it to look like it's literally just been a truck that's been found in the garage, or it could even be Frank himself that's put the caravan on. He's shut his garage and he's off on his travels. I didn't want to go the full hog rust everywhere on this one. Sometimes less is more. I think this is a better effect. Now I'm just going to add some grime to the whole lot, because I'm sure it wouldn't stay clean out there. I'm sure as this little nomad is driving around, he's not going to be washing and waxing his RV all the time. Once again, I don't know why, but the reds come out brown. I'm kind of getting used to this now. Let me know, guys, do you like these fast forwarded videos, or do you not? Do you prefer the old ones, which are a little bit longer, or actually twice or three times the length, most of them? Now I'm just using some more of the 3D printed base there, because it looks like a checker plate, so I'm going to put that over the windows. Like I said earlier, I was going to put clear windows in this, but I thought, you know what, no, I'll do it so it looks like you cannot break into this thing, so it's like a Fort Knox basically on wheels. but we've gone steel checker plates, not aluminium checker plates on this one. It's all gone rusty. And when it rains, all that rust starts dribbling down, doesn't it? So we'll have some runs of rust coming down the sides, some stain work. I'm sure it wouldn't have chrome wheels. Decided he's having a couple of CB aerials on this one. Just using a little bit of PLA there, heat it up and just stretch it out to make it thinner. And we'll give this one a fitting name. Meet Nomad. It's a bit of an anarchist, so he's got the old anarchist signs on the sides as well. Put an anarchy sign on the front, on the bull bar, on the ram. Actually looked like blood. It was yeah, it was quite gory. Last couple of touches is the CB aerials. Just want to do a quick shout out here to a good buddy of mine on Facebook, Mike Hawkins. He's doing a lot of Gaslands and plays a lot of Gaslands, and he came up with the idea of doing a caravan on the back of a truck, and so I said to him, we'll do it out of plastic card, like the old-fashioned style caravan. And so this is what I've actually done. So this is thanks to Mike's inspiration that this build has been done. Cheers for that one, Mike, and I hope you like the build, mate. Let me know. There we go, guys, and there's the Nomad. So as you'll remember, this was the damaged Matchbox GMC wrecker truck from Frank's garage, 24-hour towing, who seems to have retired and because of the post-apocalyptic, and he's had part of his truck stolen, or he might have just took it off to do the conversion. This is quite a well play-worn toy, so it was quite fun to do this. There was not a lot else I could really do with this one other than turn it into just a normal pickup, and it was the wrong shape for that, really. Could have built a new wrecker truck, but I thought this was more fun. So I thought this was the perfect candidate. And we turned it into the Nomad. Frank's gone mad, and he's stuck his old caravan on the back end of his truck, and that way he can go and drive the wastelands and the gaslands, and he can watch all the races and all the murders going on, etc, etc, and he'll make sure he can't get broken into because he's got the checker plates on the windows, he's got plenty of fuel on board, he's got his aerials there so he can stay in contact with everybody else, and I think he's been having fun with this one. Let me know what you think, likes and dislikes, all comments are welcome. A big thanks to my new subscribers. And a big thanks to my old subscribers as well for sticking with me. Plenty more videos to come, and plenty more challenges coming up as well, to be honest. So there's got a Christmas challenge with Diecast Graveyard and a few others. A couple of nice new challenges coming out for the new year as well. Then I've got Jim Silver on New Year's Day, and hopefully one with Diecast Outkast in the new year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please hit the subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when my next videos are coming up as well. Please share on your social media. Cheers for watching, everyone. Catch you soon. Bye.